Hey, how you doing there again, folks? You get, of course, Brandon Wenzel come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Where I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink the stuff, then I talk about the stuff. I let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. You can go over there and try out your own leisure. You don't have to. I mean, if I like the item, then I might suggest it. But it's a suggestion, not a command. We don't have that kind of relationship yet. Give it time. We'll see where things go. Who knows? But just right now I'm just a dude who's inside of a truck wearing a grody-ass work shirt. Who's super grody today? Super grody today. And I'm going to try a thing, and then I'm going to talk about it for you. I do want to apologize a little bit for the grodiness. I mean, I've been grody before. It's happened. But the thing is, folks, typically, if I have a grody day, that means when I'm traveling on my way home, I want something to feel a little bit less grody. My go-to place, Dunkin Donuts / Baskin Robbins. And I've done a number of items from Dunkin' over the years. I did one of their donuts. I did the pineapple mango refresher, cold brew stuff. I mean, just look up Dunkin' stuff. I've done a bunch of it. Go watch those videos. So today, I stopped in, saw they had a new item. What is said item? Boom! What is this, folks? This is the Tiger Milk bubble tea. Yeah, I think that's what they called it. If it's not, then I'll go over there and I'll label it differently. Is this the thing? Nope, different thing. It's an old receipt for something else. Yeah, I believe it's the Tiger Milk bubble tea. What I do have, because I was interested, like, what the hell exactly is Tiger Milk bubble tea? Apparently, it constitutes black tea, milk, brown sugar popping bubbles, which are these at the bottom, and vanilla ice cream, which you can see at the top there. It sounds nifty and delicious, and hopefully it is. I'm a big fan. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the tea equivalent of like a root beer float, which is a little weird in my head. But then it's also got the boba stuff. I'm a big fan of bubble tea. If you are not fortunate enough so far to have had it, I would definitely suggest it. At least around me, more and more places are making it available. A lot of times you'll find it at like Asian food places. Near me, I've got a couple of Japanese marketplaces, so they have it. But even outside of that, there's this one really good Chinese restaurant. Well, I shouldn't say Chinese, because like they're sort of just an Asian restaurant. Like they kind of have something of everything. It's so good. Maybe one day I'll do a video kind of highlighting their stuff. But anyway, so this is the thing. It sounds delicious. Looks, how it looks. We're going to try it and hopefully it's amazing. I don't know how's the ice cream gonna work. Also, by the way, kudos to them. They had the big straws. And if you've ever had bubble tea, you know why it's important to have the big straws, okay? I think more places should have the big straws, and it's paper straws. So, a little bit, environmentally conscious, all that good stuff. Only 8 minutes. It's close to the bottom. Let's give it a shot. Ooh. I will say my one point of contention. The paper straws, I'm for it. I think, we can go over there and cut down on our plastic waste. I think that's a good thing. I will admit, though, they just don't work quite as well as the plastic ones. So, but I know there's other alternative straws out there and stuff, metal ones and stuff, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, this was really good and interesting. Man, they're not kidding with the brown sugar. They call them popping bubbles, but the boba. And like I said, if you've never had them, they're like this. They're like fluid suspended in like a kind of like a jelly shell, and so like they're a physical thing. Like you can touch them, and they have give and stuff. But they don't have a lot of structure to them. So as soon as you go over there, you apply a little pressure, they actually pop. And, whatever flavoring they have inside, it rushes out. It's a really cool experience. In this case, they've got like a brown sugar kind of flavoring, which I've never had for a boba. That's unique in my personal experience. It is so unique because you get the taste of the drink, which I'll go into in a minute, and then you get the boba, and you break the boba, and for a brief period, the boba fluid and the drink coexist, but the drink goes first. I mean, I guess I could switch it around in my mouth if I wanted to, but I don't want to. But then you just get this really big hit of, like, they call it brown sugar, which sure, I believe it, but it's almost like a molasses kind of taste. Like, it's really strong, or like a malt kind of taste. Like, if you've ever had like malt drinks, like not like beer or anything like that, but you can get malt, like Malta India. I forget what the other one is. They're actually really good. A lot of times you can get them at Mexican stores. But it's almost like that. Like, it's really sweet, but it's hard to describe. It does have sort of, like I said, it does have sort of like a brown sugar aspect to it, but because it's such a hit of flavor, it's like the most brown sugar you've ever tasted. And because of the way it kind of flows, like I said, it almost has like a molasses kind of taste to it, where it's like really sweet, almost bordering on like bitter a little bit. I'm going to try to focus more on the main bulk of the drink. Which is extremely good. Like I said, I was a little bit worried because it's like, okay, I like the components in theory, but altogether, I don't know about a tea float. Apparently, tea floats are delicious. It's super tasty, even without the boba. It's a very smooth drink. You can taste the tea aspect of it, but everything else kind of keeps it subdued. As a result, even though they said they use black tea, black tea's got a pretty strong taste to it. With everything sort of working with it, it never reaches like the full strength of the black tea. Instead, it almost tastes like a green tea, where it's more subdued and it kind of works better with the rest of the stuff. And you get hints of the vanilla from the ice cream. It's nice and cool. Got a boba on that one. Bubble tea is so cool, man. It's such an awesome, interesting drink. Like, I remember when it first started kind of coming over here to America, and there were like all these people were like, burr, 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 but we don't know what it is. Burr, 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 burr. Stop it. Just stop it. Like, if you don't want to try it, that's fine. I'm not going to go over there and rag it. But first of all, folks, hopefully my show, if nothing else, would promote kind of opening up your mind to experiences. I mean, granted, you can just live vicariously through me. Only when I do this show, though. The rest of the time, you don't want to have anything to do with the hell I do with my life. But hopefully, by kind of, expanding on this stuff to people, make some of this stuff a little bit more interesting, a little bit more exciting to try. If you still don't want to, again, that's fine. But don't be an asshat about it. If you don't want to try it just because you don't think it's going to be for you, just shut up about it. Just be like, make that personal decision. Don't try to ruin it for other people. It's so good. Yeah, this is one of those things where every element of this I'm super enjoying. Not only am I pleasantly surprised by how well the tea aspect of this is working with everything, it is genuinely something that I am now very happy that they made the decision on, because it is such a cool, unique experience. The way all the flavors work together, it's familiar. You know, every part of it is something that I've tried, but I've never had them all together in this type of format. Like, honestly, I could go over there and just have the tea part. You know, without the boba, without the vanilla ice cream. Maybe use a little vanilla flavoring or something like that, or maybe less vanilla ice cream, just to kind of flavor it. But even just the drink by itself is really, really good. But you add in the other items, you know, you make it kind of like a cool treat. It's really good. It's, man. Now, and it is cool because the boba kind of adds these like sparks of flavor, whereas like the drink itself, it kind of, they complement each other, but they also sort of like, the drink itself kind of keeps the boba from being like almost like too much, and conversely, the boba, when you get it, even though I like the taste of the drink, it just gives it this extra spark of flavor. It's so tasty. Yeah. So obviously it gets my recommendation. I would definitely suggest trying this. Now here's the thing. If you're going to Dunkin', especially in the morning, probably going for a coffee. Will this substitute as a coffee for you? I don't think so. It's not, I don't know what the caffeine content is, but, and I will say I wish, because I asked for a large, and they explained to me we don't have a large, we only have medium. I would love a large of this, man, because I would love to just keep drinking it. It's so good. But yeah, it's definitely its own thing. It's somewhere in between. Overall, I would count it as being kind of, you know, less of like a serious drink and more of kind of like, you know, just like a nice little quasi-frozen drink that you can go over there and indulge in, you know. Sweet, it's not overly sweet, but, you know, the boba, you know, that adds like a pretty nice kick of sweetness. That would be the one that, like, I love it. I could see that turning some people off, but again, I think it works really well with the drink overall. Yeah, man, I definitely, this is one of those things where it's not going to be for everybody, but I would suggest that everybody try it. Find out if you're one of the people that this works for, because if it does, and you're like me, you will love it. I think this is fantastic. This is definitely one of my favorite things I've had from Dunkin' in a long time. So, and I like a lot of things that I've had. Did the mango pineapple refresher, I like that. That was good. This is exceptional, though. And it's really unique and cool, and it's only at Dunkin'. So, all right, that's going to do it for me. 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. If you could go over there and have yourselves a truly tiger milk rest of your life, folks. Okay? By the way, I did this is like a few months ago, I did a review of a weird Asian drink called freaking Tiger Sugar. Go watch that one. I think it only has like 1 or 2 views. It made me so sad because I had a lot of fun doing that video. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positive in the world. It's not always possible. Is, however, always appreciated, even if it doesn't always feel like it. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's you folks. Try not to be an asshole. Okay? It's not always going to work that way, but if you try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your life, bring it down a notch, then maybe next time an extra notch, you know, works out a little bit better for everybody. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to come out with your own funky milk Baskin Robbins Dunkin Donut drink. Like, instead of tiger milk, it'd be like bear milk, and, you know, be filled with the real power of 18 grizzly bears or something like that. The thing that I'm going to go do is go use the washroom. So, bye.